Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how you can complete all of the missions for the Ultimate Fighting Battle that has come to DBZ Dokkan Battle. Now, this event is pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a full run for the first challenge, being Extreme Team. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the team builds and give you my thoughts on units for the other challenges. I'll show you my teams and the units that complete them. I'll show you the completion. I'll mention the challenges the team faces, etc. But yeah, and that'll just go down in the list. Now the challenges for this event are to beat it in 3 turns, to beat it with a super team with a unit of each type, to beat it with an extreme team with a unit of each type, to beat it with 3 Battle of Fate members, to beat it with 3 Androids members, to beat it with 3 Universal Survival Sagas members, to beat it with 3 Resurrected Warriors members, to beat it with 3 Majin Power members, to beat it with 3 Super Saiyan 3 units, to beat it with 6 Joined Forces units, to beat it with 6 Super Saiyan units, to beat it with 6 Saiyan Saga units, and to beat it with 6 Powerful Comeback units. Now the event is very simple. It's one phase against Jiren, who's into type. You cannot use items, you cannot use anything to assist you but your own team. How Jiren works is pretty simple. He can be sealed, he can be attack lowered, he can be defense lowered, and he really only takes damage from crits. Jiren has a very high base level of defense and damage reduction, but he does not have a very high health pool. So if you get a couple crits off, you'll probably be able to get him down quite quickly. Now, lowering his defense is also viable and something you can do, but realistically your only ways of mitigation are going to be to seal Jiren or to lower his attack. Now the majority of the teams I take will feature at least one of these mechanics. The teams will also feature enough damage to take out Jiren quite quickly. A lot of these teams are going to complete the 3-turn challenge. The general rule of thumb is go for damage, don't go for mitigation. Jiren does not have a big health pool. He is not overtly super duper powerful in terms of his HP. He is quite tanky. He does do a fair chunk of damage with his super, but for the most part you should be able to handle him. I think his super does around 1 million damage, if not give or take. So it's hard hitting, but not anything. It's not to the max of red zone right now. Usually your strong teams or strong units that are good in red zone will be your priority picks here against Jiren. So for example, if you're doing a Battle of Fate team, using a whole bunch of Zamasu will get you pretty far. So don't panic too much, but just try and think through the challenges and try your best to obviously build a team that uses appropriately strong units. So yeah. Other than that, in terms of the actual fight, there's not too much more to mention. So that's kind of it for me. Like I said, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go down in the order of teams and challenges completed. So this is the Extreme Team Challenge and the 3-turn challenge. The next challenge that we'll complete will be the Super Team, and so forth and so forth. I will mention when a team beats multiple challenge requirements, so that players can use that team or adjust it accordingly. So the next team we have is the Super Team. This is a superheroes team led by Physical Gohan. It's going to be the best team, or a very good team for a lot of challenges. Not only does he lead superheroes and hybrid Saiyans, which gives them lots of flexibility, but we have great units like Piccolo, Pan, MVP 17, and all of these really solid units that do a great job. Gohan himself will carry a lot of the damage payload for this team, and specifically for this run to work out very well. So I do highly suggest that you use Gohan. This current superheroes team that I'm showing you here will easily achieve this, as well as also achieving the Battle of Fate challenge, so you can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Ultimately, it was actually a very simple run for the super challenge, and inherent to the Battle of Fate category. Just was a really straightforward kind of run here, so I highly suggest you use the super team. Double physical Gohans are going to be more than enough damage, and you have enough defensive flexibility. Now if you are looking to complete Battle of Fate, here's an alternative team. This is a Future Saga centric team that has some slight variations on the Battle of Fate team. This team could also potentially be adjusted, but this one only really takes on the Battle of Fate category challenge. However, this one can also complete the Super Team challenge, and this one could also complete, well, yeah, the 3-turn challenge, because it does. This one relies a lot on the Int, Trunks, and Vegeta being our lead, but you can also use the physical Trunks, use a Time Traveler's lead. We have AGL Zamasu for tankiness, Tech Vegito to kind of float and avoid damage, Physical Vegito for a bit of counter-attacking punch, and obviously Time Traveling Trunks, who's going to carry a lot of the damage payload yet again. These teams really primarily focus on just one unit kind of chunking down Jiren. You don't need your own Trunks, you can just use a friend one. Next we have Androids, pretty nice team with a lot of free-to-play options here. We're using 3 free-to-play units in the form of the AGL 1718, Physical 18, and Int Android 21. Good. We also have Int Android 16, who's going to tank pretty well. We also have Int Android 19 and 21. We're using a friend, Physical LR, definitely the best choice here. And then we have our own Physical MVP 17. Android 16 will be able to tank quite easily. The LR androids will be your primary damage dealers. MVP 17 can also tank decently, whilst also providing a lot of attack lowering and defense lowering to Jiren. This team will catch you a bit fine in terms of defensive power, but will get the job done with offensive power around the 3rd turn quite easily, just due to all the attack and defense lowering that it currently provides, as a team. So I think this one worked out really, really well. The Physical 18 did a fine job, and Android 21 seals, so that was really helpful, and we have a lot of attack lowering on that team. Next we have USS, or Universal Survival Saga. This one can also complete androids actually. If you adjust it or run it like this, it's actually quite easy to complete androids, because you have MVP 17, a free-to-play Int Android 17, and you also have, or could run the Int Android 17-18 duo. Ideally here you want to run 2 Gokus, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla and Super Saiyan or Transforming Kefla are also very good options. But the big strategy here basically is to just not die in the 1st turn, and then to Spirit Bomb and defeat Jiren with Goku in the 2nd turn. So you need to have enough universe reps of 7 units. That's about it. That'll give you your traction. If you don't have Goku as a lead, then things are a bit different. Universe 6 team is a good backup team here, just due to their overall strength and the ability to run double strength Kefla, which will also sort things out fine. I think USS is quite flexible overall. Next we have Res Warriors. Now Res Warriors can very easily double up and do Majin Power. So if you're struggling with the Res Warriors, just look at making a Majin Power team and including these 3 units on it, and you'll be more than fine. If you are struggling with Majin Power, then try and fill up with Res Warriors. Res Warriors, for me, was a lot easier with the Majin Buu Saga units. Quite frankly, if you have your own AGL SS3 Goku, definitely use him. He is the star of this batch. The 3 Majin Power units that are going to double up for Majin Power and Res Warriors are going to be the Physical Kid Buu, the Tech Evil Buu Transforming unit, and the Strength Fat Buu. We're also using our own Majin Vegeta lead, although he doesn't work in an ideal condition here, so he does okay. And then we're filling up with Physical Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, and yeah, pretty much a super straightforward thing from there. Honestly, I think this team was the hardest one, just because I was trying to limit it quite a bit to not use SS3 Angel Goku of my own, and rather make a kind of variable team. Majin Power is pretty simple, because you're just going to take a Physical LR Buhan, and that's everything you need to do. There's literally no strategy beyond that. With all the buffs that Majin Power got during the celebration that's just passed, they're probably the easiest team to build one with, because just even double Physical LR Buhan could probably finish this on his own. If you got a bit lucky with where Jiren times his attacks, Buhan does a ton of damage to Jiren. You got a ton of regen. You got Physical Kid Buu, you can throw in there Tech Evil Buu. I mean, Majin Power really is quite simple. I don't even have to go through the team because pretty much every Majin Power unit got buffed. If you don't have Physical Buuhan, Strength Kid Buu, or some kind of Majin Power unit to run your own team, then you could potentially look at the Power Absorption team under Android 21 or Cell First Form. As long as you can take a Physical LR Buuhan as your friend lead, you should be fine. And next we have SS3. So again here I wanted to avoid just running Majin Buu Saga, but you could very easily run Majin Buu Saga and finish the Res Warriors, Majin Power and SS3 challenge all at one go. Instead I wanted to do 3 separate challenges here. The SS3 team, focusing on using Int Bardock just because he's really cool. We have double Super Easy A's with Tech, Gotenks Super Easy A, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku Super Easy A. We're using Int Gotenks and his Easy A. Just a very solid team. Strength Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. I will say the Super Easy A, like for Goku, kind of clears this on his own if you get lucky enough with super attacks, so you don't actually need to try super hard with this one if you've got SS3 Goku. If you don't, use a Majin Buu Saga variant team and you'll probably have a pretty good time. Now we get into the 6 team challenges. So these are the 4 teams with 6 units you have to use. So this is Join Forces, an actually really nice challenge, this one, able to do it pretty free to play. Also don't have my Babidi and Deborah Easy Aid, so we went for Physical Ginyu Force, Physical Buu and Babidi, AGL Babidi and Deborah, AGL 17 and 18, Physical Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and that was a pretty solid lineup. Did get everything done. There, the big thing here is sealing. So getting your luck sealing. If you manage to seal Jiren before he supers, then you can win with this team. If you don't, you can just reset. Obviously, the best lead here is actually the AGL Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, because not only do they seal, but they also lower attack and defense. So they're a great friend lead and just a general lead for you to use overall, especially right now in global, because we don't have the Easy A for the physical LR Blue Boys. So yeah. Now we come to Saiyan Saga, which is probably the one a lot of players are going to have a problem with. The main reason you're going to have a problem with Saiyan Saga is a lack of leads. If you have a Saiyan Saga lead, you can probably win this. But pretty much the whole team is free to play options. We've got Physical Krillin, Physical Goku, Strength, Gohan, Prime Metal, Physical Nappa, who is also free to play. And then you just need to fill up on one summonable unit. It can be Yajirobe. You could also use the AGL Scouts of Vegeta, although I like Yajirobe because of his support. Or you could also use the AGL LR. It's the lead that's going to give you some problems, because if you don't have a Saiyan Saga lead, times are a bit rough for you. That is the slight issue. I used Piccolo and Gohan as a friend lead. They worked pretty well, but I will say I actually won with Yamcha. Weirdly enough, Yamcha can kind of just pop off if you use his active skill. So he can really, kind of just go a bit crazy in that final slot and like basically do, he can do so much damage that it kind of warrants taking him. And then finally we come to Powerful Comeback and then Super Saiyan. So Powerful Comeback and Super Saiyan actually have a lot of crossover viability. So both of these teams will complete the other team's challenge, but they're both just kind of slight variants of those teams to give you a little bit more options. So this one's more of a low-class Warriors Super Saiyan kind of hybrid, focusing a lot on Bardock units. So Tech Bardock Easy A, Physical Bardock Easy A, the AGL Bardock Easy A. We've got Strength Super Saiyan Goku, Namek Goku, great unit, super hard carry. We've got a whole bunch of Super Saiyan units basically. The lead you're going to take for both Powerful Comeback and Super Saiyan is going to be the Int LR Super Saiyan trio. Their active skill does like half of Jiren's health, and they're just basically the best unit to take for both of these challenges. So yeah, like a very good unit, like very good. And then obviously this is a variant for the Super Saiyan challenge. Just some slight changes, introducing some more free to play characters just to again show you some options to realistically run. Here we've got the Tech LR Broly and Trunks. We've got the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan, AGL Super Saiyan Goku. But realistically, this challenge has a lot of synergy with powerful comebacks, so you can just kind of rotate between the two of them and adjust accordingly. There's a lot of options on Super Saiyan, and there's less options on powerful comeback, but there's enough to make it really, really solid. So yeah, I think that's it. All in all the achievements done, pretty good. Like I said, I will timestamp them in the description to the video, because yeah, I think it's yeah, it was pretty fun to do all the challenges. So yeah, if you need any help though, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. But until then, take care, stay safe, and let me know if you have any issues. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye.